Hi Scorpio, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another Love Bite. Scorpio, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers. Welcome in newcomers. Scorpio spirit. Alright, Scorpio, 3 cards for the first person. High Priestess, 7 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. All right, second person, 2 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Mutual energies, Judgment, 2 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of my deck, I have a Queen of Cups. Well, somebody's realized they're in love. I think this person is disappointed. I think maybe you guys are not talking to each other. Maybe there's silence. They are disappointed. They've realized that they have a lot of love in their heart for the other person. They want to step up. They want to step up and they want to do right by the other person. They want to prove to their person that I'm ready now. But the other person says, you know what? I think it's time to get out of this confusion, because I think the other person sees the first person as a liar, always creating conflict. I have to now be guarded. I have to be in self-love. I have to protect my energy. They'll never make up their mind. They're just a liar. I don't know why. Let's see. I'm going to, of course, clarify all these cards for you, Scorpio. But before that, I'm going to do your dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Scorpio and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Scorpio and their person spirit. Let's take a few more from another deck. Scorpio and their person spirit. Scorpio and their person. We'll take a few more from a third deck, Scorpio, and then start the reading. Scorpio and their person spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Scorpio, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. All right, so the first card here, Scorpio, says, I really haven't been happy without you. I want to regain your trust. You make me feel things I've never felt before. I can't move on from you. I didn't want to run away. I just ignored you to see how upset you'd be over me. I can't control my emotions, so I run. I will never fall in love again. We have undefined passion for each other. I get so frustrated when you're on the phone when we are together. I want to get up and walk out of the room because it's so very disrespectful. I see our time together as sacred and, believe it or not, limited. If we are spending precious time together, our attention should be on each other. Your ego is effing irritating me. Can't you see the value I would add to your life? If only you would just let me in. We could be a strong power couple. I always chose you. Every damn time, every damn day, you say you want me, but your actions, they don't match with the words that have come out of your mouth. Damn it, I want you to choose me and show me that you mean it. All right, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on the first person, that's person A. Then we'll move to person B and Scorpio. These are not gender-based. You could be either one of them, if of course this is your reading, right? So person A, let's start with you. What's the High Priestess? Okay, so they have been hiding secrets. Maybe the secret that they have been hiding, which they now I think do want to reveal, is that they want to come back. They feel that the other person is their soulmate. They're very disappointed with themselves because I think they disregarded this connection or never offered any kind of commitment. They are very embarrassed and very ashamed. Whoever person A is, they are now ready to put in the work. They're ready to put in the work. They want to step up. They feel whatever they try to do, maybe get the other person's attention by running or ignoring, that kind of backfired on them. Totally, totally backfired. Now they're very worried. They've lost out on a long-term partnership. It's actually pushing them now to step up, and they want to do right. They want to do right. Yeah, they are hoping that, time will heal all wounds, or things can move in a positive direction. I can make wrongs right. I want to step up and do right by them. Why? Because they don't want their person to, they don't want to lose out on their person, and they don't want their person to move on and give that love to somebody else. They are a little scared. They are a little intimidated that the person who they value so much may not even want them back anymore. They're kind of putting themselves in the other person's shoes, and they are kind of coming to some kind of a realization. They want to talk, they want to clear the air, they know they have to be the ones to step up to start this communication, and they do want to transform this connection. It's like, let's forget about the past. They are still very attracted to person B. They are very attracted when somebody they find very attractive and maybe doing really well or getting a lot of attention. They don't want to be left behind. Person A says, no, let's just let the past toxicity go, and can we just start from scratch? So they know they are disappointed because they know they disrespected their person in the past. That's what they're embarrassed and ashamed about. But now I think they don't want to make things right. They've realized that the unconditional love that they were getting from the other person, they won't find it anywhere. So they're scared of losing that. Okay, so person B, what about you? How are you feeling? Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, person B says, I am making up my mind. I'm making my own choices now, that I don't want a connection which is maybe only passion and nothing else, right? So I'm going to take my power back. I don't want to be in a connection which is all full of stress and anxiety and sleepless nights. All I wanted was to know whether I am their priority or not. All I wanted was them to choose me, and if they can't choose me, then I'm going to choose myself. I think person B is seeing person A as somebody who did not make things clear, or probably turned out to be a bit of a liar or something. Yeah, maybe they found out something. Person B says, I found out something, that they were not ready to work with me. Maybe they were giving their attention to other things. They were prioritizing other things. They were juggling me. They were not making up their mind. And that led to, I think, a lot of conflict between the two of you. Yeah, person B says, I did love them, but they never expressed their love to me. I was carrying all the burden of this connection on my shoulders. And that is toxic. Like, one person is always loving and the other person is always hiding. So person B says, I can't deal with this toxicity anymore. I love myself more than that. I have to give myself all that self-care and self-love. Yeah, so person B is kind of healing their own self right now. Maybe they're trying to see what else is out there. I mean, this connection is so stagnant. They're barely offering me anything. I think for a while person B was waiting for an apology or something, but now they're seeing person A as just a liar and a cheat who was trying to escape maybe commitment. Somebody who was very stubborn and very egoistic and always telling lies. So okay, so person B is like, yeah, I'm not going to put in any more time or investment. I was also very disappointed here. So mutual energies and spirit. For the first person who is embarrassed about not investing, but they do want to step up and offer something. Yeah, person A says, I've been giving it a lot of thought, Omkaratarot. I've been thinking about this, and I feel we have so much of history with us, both of us. I don't want to have a missed opportunity with them. I'm not happy. I feel none of my dreams and wishes will come true now. I really, really want a second chance. I want to revive this connection. I think their only fear right now is how. Because they are intimidated. They feel the other person has strong boundaries now. What if they go and say, hey, I'm ready for a partnership, and I get rejected? What if the other person is not interested? Yeah, I think person A from their end desperately wants to rebuild. They want to rebuild, but they're going through a lot of stress and anxiety because they don't know how the other person feels anymore. Are they still around, or why are they holding back? Have they emotionally walked away from me? I mean, at least from their end, I think they do want to restore back peace and balance into this connection. They want to heal what they broke, their person's broken heart. It's like, can we just start from scratch? I'm not happy without you. I know I did wrong by you. So that is a possibility. They want to come rushing back in. Okay, so person B, what about you? What do these three cards mean for you? Person B says judgment. Yeah, person B is passing judgment and saying, what's the point? What's the point? I'm feeling the lack of hope in this connection now. My dream and wish never came true here. Yes, I'm passing judgment on them because they never made up their mind. They were juggling me. They were treating me like an option. So I am protecting myself because they always had the power in this connection. They ended up making me feel as if there was something wrong with me, as if I was not good enough for them. It was always their way or the highway, and I was the one putting in time, energy, investment, which I don't want to do anymore. I think person B has withdrawn their energy and is now protecting themselves. It's like, yeah, I'm going to wait and watch, or tell me about the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Yeah, person B says, I'm not going to allow anyone to make me feel I was not good enough. It's like, I'd rather withdraw my energy and be alone and single for a while rather than... Give me one second. Yeah, person B says, I want happiness in my life. I want a Four of Wands. And if they're always going to treat me like an option, or they're going to have third parties and treat me like one, then I'm going to pull my love back. I'm going to save it for myself, or maybe somebody new who I can have something good with. I don't want to spend the rest of my life having to compete for their attention or fight for their attention. I might as well turn around and focus on something brand new. I think person B is calling in a brand new soulmate for themselves because they never got the offer that they wanted. So, Queen of Cups, overall energy for Scorpio's reading, Spirit. Yeah, this is person B who says, I love myself more than to sit around and wait for a player Omkaratarot. I'm going to give myself all that love. I've done so much of healing work on my own self. I'm ready for a brand new beginning, a brand new start. So, well, that's what I have for you. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Scorpio.